You know that feeling, right? You're trying to record remotely and suddenly someone's video freezes or the audio cuts out. It's a nightmare.
Oh yeah, the classic pixelation mid-sentence.
Exactly. And then you've got this raw recording and you spend hours trying to make it sound professional, cutting out all the ums and ahs, trying to repurpose it for social media.
It's a huge time sink for creators, big companies, small creators. Everyone feels that pain.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into a platform that tackles this head on, Riverside.fm. People often call it your studio in the cloud.
Hmm.
Our goal here is to really unpack how Riverside addresses these common creation headaches. We're talking studio quality 4K video, uncompressed WAV audio.
Right, the really high fidelity stuff.
Yeah, and all basically from your web browser or even your phone.
And it's not just about getting that high quality, is it?
Uh-huh.
It's really about changing the whole workflow afterwards.
Totally. It's about elevating your content, yeah, but also saving you a ton of time and helping you get your stuff out there on, like, every platform.
Exactly, making things easier and amplifying your reach.
And as we go through this, I think you, the listener, are going to have some real aha moments. You'll see how this could genuinely change your creative process.
And once you hear about all this, you'll probably want to give it a try.
Definitely. We'll tell you how to get started. Just check the link in the description later on.
Okay.
Okay, so let's dig into that core promise. What if, like, every remote recording sounded professional? Like it was done in some fancy studio, even if your guest is dialing in from their kitchen?
Yeah, that's exactly how Riverside positions itself. An online studio, basically removing those physical barriers.
So how do they actually pull that off? What's the magic behind it?
Well, the key is their local recording technology.
Yeah.
And that's not just, a buzzword, it's fundamental.
Okay.
Riverside captures the high-res file, so that's the 4K video, the uncompressed WAV audio, directly onto each person's device before it uploads anything.
Ah, okay. So it's recording locally first.
Exactly. Think of uncompressed WAV as like the raw photo equivalent for audio. Maximum detail, no data loss. Your voice sounds exactly as it should.
Right.
And because it records locally first, it completely sidesteps internet glitches. Even if someone's connection is shaky, their recording is pristine.
That's huge. That immediately solves one of the biggest headaches, right? No more complex hardware trying to compensate, no more unpredictable Zoom recordings where quality tanks if the connection drops.
Precisely. It's built for simplicity. You focus on the conversation, not the tech.
And I read that as soon as you hit record, the files start uploading to the cloud in the background.
Yeah, in real time. So for producers, this is amazing. As soon as the recording finishes, you can download separate audio and video tracks for everyone instantly.
Yeah.
No waiting.
Wow, okay. That speeds things up massively.
And it's not just recording. They also have really solid live streaming capabilities. You can broadcast in HD, 1080p, with up to 7 guests to potentially 1,000 viewers.
And it's recording those high-quality local files at the same time.
Yep, simultaneously. So you stream live, and the moment you're done, those perfect local files are ready for download.
That's impressive. And they do webinars too, right?
They do. Plug-and-play webinars.
Yeah.
Up to 10 speakers, easy invites via email or link, HubSpot integration for registration, Q&A features live call-ins.
So you can manage the whole thing.
Pretty much.
Uh-huh.
And stream to multiple platforms at once. It really impacts your ability as a creator to put out professional stuff consistently without all that usual live event tech stress.
Okay, so the quality and the live features are strong. But you mentioned workflow earlier. What about post-production? That's where a lot of time disappears.
Right, and this is where Riverside gets really fascinating.
Yeah.
It's not just about the raw quality, it's about making post-production almost effortless using AI.
AI editing, how does that work?
Well, they have this AI video and audio editor. It works based on the transcript.
Oh.
So you edit the recording by literally editing the text. Want to cut out filler words, just delete them in the transcript, remove a long pause, delete the gap in the text, reorder sections, cut and paste the text blocks.
Whoa. So you're editing audio and video just by editing words.
Exactly. You can even adjust speaker layouts through the transcript. Think about the hours that saves compared to traditional timeline editing.
That's potentially huge, especially for people who aren't pro editors.
Absolutely. And for scaling content, the AI gets even smarter. Take Magic Clips.
Magic Clips, what's that?
It automatically analyzes your recording and finds the best, most shareable highlight moments. Then it exports them as ready-to-go clips, optimized for Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, you name it.
Okay, hold on. So it just finds the good parts for you.
Yep. The source material even had a quote like, Struggling to repurpose long form, Riverside's Magic Clips highlights top moments automatically perfect for social.
Wow. That's not just saving time. That's like multiplying your content output from one recording. You could run a whole social strategy off of one episode.
Exactly. It lets you operate like a much bigger team without needing the extra people.
Okay, that's seriously impressive. What else does the AI do?
Well, it extends across the whole process. AI-generated captions in over 100 languages, fully customizable style, position, animation.
For better engagement, right?
Definitely. Then there's Magic Audio. Basically one click, and it enhances your audio to studio quality, removes background noise, balances levels.
Like an instant audio engineer.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And it generates show notes automatically too. Titles, chapters, summaries, keywords, even sound bites to help with SEO and publishing.
Man, okay, so the transcription is key to all of this.
Totally. That real-time AI transcription, which they say is around 99% accurate in over 100 languages, with speaker detection, it powers the text-based editing, the magic clips, the captions, which you can export as standard SRT files.
Yeah.
It's the engine underneath.
Got it.
Yeah.
So these features aren't just bells and whistles, they're directly solving those big content creation bottlenecks.
Exactly. They let you repurpose content way faster, get more out of every recording, and reach more people more effectively.
It really does sound like a creativity multiplier. I genuinely suggest you try that Magic Clips feature. It seems like a really quick way to see the value. Use the link in the description, make your first clip, and just see how it changes things.
Yeah, it's a good starting point to feel the power.
So, beyond the AI, what about flexibility in how you record? Are you always tied to a live session?
No, not at all. And that's another big plus. They offer asynchronous remote recording,
Asynchronous.
meaning
Yeah.
meaning you can send an invite link to a guest, and they can record their part entirely on their own time. No need for a live scheduled call.
Oh, interesting. So, like, for guests in different time zones or with tricky schedules.
Perfect for that. Or even for internal company updates where getting everyone together live is tough. It adds a ton of flexibility.
And can you record on the go? Or are you tied to a computer?
You have options. The main host controls are browser-based, which is super convenient, but they also have dedicated apps for Mac and, importantly, for mobile, both iOS and Android.
So you could literally record a high-quality podcast segment from your phone.
Yep, while traveling, or just if that's easier. You can even do some prep offline with the apps.
Okay, that really broadens the possibilities, which brings up a good point. Who is this really for? Is it just podcasters?
That's a great question. Because it's definitely not just for podcasters, though it's obviously fantastic for them.
Right.
For podcasting, yeah, you get that local multi-track recording for top-tier quality. There's even a producer mode for tech control. Like Nolan McCoy from Chili Piper said, you don't need to be an expert in film, you just need to be an expert at having a conversation.
Makes sense. Focus on the content.
And Harry Stebbings from 20VC called it the one tool I cannot live without. We even saw comments from users who switched from Zoom after hundreds of episodes and called Riverside excellent. That says a lot.
Yeah, that's a strong endorsement. What about other uses?
Well, think about video marketing and content repurposing. It's huge there. You record once, then use the platform's tools to slice and dice it into podcasts, social clips, transcripts, captions, show notes, everything.
All consistent and on brand from one source recording.
Exactly. Cody Sanchez from Contrarian Thinking put it bluntly, Riverside makes it stupidly easy to produce high-quality content that's ready to be marketed with no editing skills needed. That efficiency is key for marketers.
Okay, what else? Conferences.
Definitely virtual conferences and webinars. You can get that 4K quality for up to 8 speakers, stream live everywhere simultaneously. Someone on Reddit mentioned how awesome the quality was and that Riverside made recording their virtual conference a breeze. It just removes a lot of the usual stress.
I can imagine. And internal use.
Yeah, for learning and development or internal communications in companies with distributed teams, you get that studio quality, you can mix async and real-time recording, and it gives you a central place for collaboration. Super valuable for consistent internal messaging.
So it really covers a wide range of needs. It helps you, the listener, see if one of these scenarios clicks with what you're trying to do. Now, you mentioned companies. It sounds like Riverside isn't just for solo creators. They've built stuff specifically for bigger teams and businesses, too.
Oh, absolutely. They've seriously scaled up their offerings for the enterprise level. The business plan is packed with features geared towards larger organizations.
Okay, like what specifically? What does that mean for a business team?
Well, first, much more production control.
Hmm.
There's that producer mode we touched on where someone technical can manage things behind the scenes without being on camera.
So the host just hosts.
Right. Plus, a built-in teleprompter, a brand kit for custom logos and themes, advanced ways to remotely configure a guest's settings before they even join, and even control over the exact video frame rate, 24, 25, 29.97 FPS for pro video workflows.
That sounds very professional. What about getting teams to work together smoothly?
Big focus on collaboration. The business plan has shared workspaces, so everyone on the team can access relevant recordings. And you have roles-based access control owner, admin, director, editor, so you can manage who does what.
Gotcha. Permissions and workflow.
Exactly. And that asynchronous recording we talked about, it's built for teams too, letting different people record their parts separately. It really helps scale content creation for departments like L&D, marketing, internal comms, especially if they're spread out globally.
Makes sense. And for any large company, security is going to be a huge deal. How does Riverside handle that?
They take security very seriously. They offer single sign-on, or SSO, which integrates with major providers like Okta, Microsoft Azure, Google Workspace. That makes access management secure and easy for IT.
Okay, that's standard enterprise stuff. What about data protection?
Crucially, they have SOC 2 Type 2 and ISO 27001 certifications. These are basically independent audits that verify they have strong security controls and processes in place to protect your data. It's a big deal for compliance and peace of mind.
Right, those are important certifications. And for the actual production workflow in a bigger setting.
They offer high-end studio controls, like branded waiting rooms for guests, media playback during sessions, a dedicated presentation recorder that captures slides crisply alongside the speaker, and really important for pro video teams. You can export timelines as XML files.
Ah, so directly compatible with Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro.
Exactly. Seamless handoff to professional editing suites.
It sounds like they've really thought through the enterprise needs. Are there examples of companies seeing real results?
Definitely. Sweetfish Media, a B2B podcast agency, actually cut their customer churn from over 15% down to under 3% after switching to Riverside. They cited the easier file sharing and better quality.
Wow, that's a massive business impact.
Huge. Chili Piper uses it to consistently make 3+ video case studies every month, praising the reliability. Pacific Content talked about flawless remote production and how quickly their large team adopted it. It shows real ROI, better quality, smoother workflows, solid security. It helps organizations hit their content goals.
So it's clear the platform itself is powerful, both for individuals and teams, but how well does it play with other tools? Content creation isn't usually just one piece of software.
That's another strength of the ecosystem. Riverside connects really well with the tools you're probably already using.
Okay, like what? How does it fit into a broader workflow?
Well, for live streaming and social, you can push your stream directly to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, X, either through built-in integrations or using standard RTMP.
RTMP, that's the protocol that lets you stream pretty much anywhere, right?
Exactly. And while you're live, you can manage audience interaction, live chat, Q&A, bring audience members on screen for call-ins, all while those high-quality backups are recording.
So you maximize live engagement while capturing perfect recordings.
Nice. What about getting the finished podcast out?
Direct integrations for podcast publishing. Think Spotify for podcasters, Transistor, Castos. You can push your episodes, show notes, transcripts straight from Riverside to your host. Streamlines things massively.
Okay, cool. And for marketing workflows. They've got CRM and event registration covered. The HubSpot Sync is a good example. It pulls webinar-registered data right into HubSpot, making follow-up super easy.
Automating that lead flow.
Yep. And if you use scripts, there's teleprompter support through Cloud Prompter integration for smoother delivery.
So it helps during recording, too, and handing off for final edits.
That's where the XML export comes in again for editing workflows. Seamless transfer to Premiere Pro, Final Cut, Audition. Plus, little things like fantastical calendar integration for scheduling, it all adds up.
So the integrations really tie it all together.
Yeah, the goal is a unified workflow, from capturing the content, to editing, to distributing it, engaging live, managing team access. It reduces friction everywhere. It saves you so much time and effort across your entire content pipeline.
It really seems designed to get your content out faster and looking better. If you're ready to try that seamless workflow, remember you can start free. That link's in the description.
Definitely worth checking out.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground. The quality, the AI, the flexibility, the enterprise features, the integrations. People are probably wondering, okay, what does this cost? How easy is it to actually start?
Right, let's break down the plans. And the best part is you can genuinely try it for free. No credit card needed up front.
Seriously, free to start.
Yep. The free plan gives you 2 hours of their signature multi-track recording per month, 720p video quality, and access to the basic AI tools, the smart editing, transcripts, magic clips, plus unlimited single-track recording. It's a great way to test the waters. Just need a name and email.
2 hours of multi-track is pretty generous for free. That leads to a common question. How easy is it for guests to join? Do they need an account?
Nope, super easy for guests. That's a huge plus. They just click the invite link you send them. No downloads, no account creation needed.
And it still records their audio and video locally on their end.
Exactly. It records high-quality tracks on their device automatically and uploads them straight to your account. They don't need to be tech-savvy at all.
That removes a major barrier. Okay, so after the free plan, what's next?
The standard plan, that's $19 a month or $15 if you pay annually. That bumps you up to 5 hours of multi-track recording per month, full 4K video, removes the watermark, and includes all the core editing tools.
Okay, good step up.
Then there's the Pro plan, which they list as the most popular. It's $29 a month or $24 annually. This gives you 15 hours of multi-track recording.
15 hours. Okay.
Yeah, quite a bit. Plus everything in standard, and you get the one-click magic audio enhancement, the AI transcription in over 100 languages, the auto-generated show notes, more capabilities with magic clips, the teleprompter, and the brand kit for customizing your recordings.
So Pro unlocks more of those advanced AI and branding features. What if live streaming is your main focus?
Then the live plan might be a better fit. It's $34 a month or $19 annually. Interesting annual price there. Same 15 hours of recording as Pro, but it adds full 1080p live streaming, unlimited multi-streaming to different platforms, and the live audience call-in feature.
Got it. Tailored for live interaction. And the business plan.
The business plan has custom pricing. It offers unlimited multi-track recording hours, all the advanced team features like SSO and roles, compliance certifications, and priority support, tailored for larger organizations.
Okay, that makes sense. What about devices? What works best?
For recording on a computer, you'll want to use Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge browsers. For mobile recording, you need their dedicated Riverside app, iOS or Android. You can't record from a mobile browser.
Good to know. And a really crucial one, privacy and ownership. Is my content safe? Who owns it?
Very important. Riverside says your recordings are encrypted and only accessible by you and your team members. And crucially, they state clearly that you own your content. Riverside does not claim ownership or reuse it.
That's reassuring. What if I'm in the middle of a great interview and I go over my monthly multi-track hours? Does it just cut off?
No, thankfully. It won't lock you out mid-session. That would be terrible. If you consistently go over your limit, they might suggest upgrading, but it won't interrupt a recording in progress.
Okay, good. And can I pause a recording and come back to it later using the same link?
Yes, absolutely. You can pause and resume, and the guest link remains active for that session.
Perfect. So it really sounds like there's an option for everyone, from just starting out to running a full media operation. If you're ready to upgrade your content, you can start that free recording today. Check the link in the description.
It's definitely easy to get started.
So wrapping things up, we've really seen how Riverside.fm positions itself as this comprehensive platform. It's AI-powered, focused on studio quality with that local recording.
Right, the 4K video, the uncompressed audio.
And then all the efficient AI editing tools, the flexible ways to record, the features for big teams, and how it connects to everything else.
It really aims to help you make professional, engaging content with, honestly, less effort and getting more impact out of it.
Yeah, it feels like it's about removing those technical roadblocks that so often get in the way of just creating.
Exactly. Letting the creator focus on creating.
So it makes you think, right? When you have something that powerful, like $1 million studio, essentially, in your browser or your Talkit, what does that actually enable for you? What new kinds of content or community building or even business ideas become possible?
What can you create when the tech just disappears as a barrier?
That really is the exciting question.
It opens up a lot of potential.
Well, the absolute best way to figure that out is to just try it. Experience Riverside.fm for yourself. You can start that free studio recording today. The link, one last time, is waiting for you right there in the description.